B, I'm back with another fantasy video. Yo, Argentina just lost 2-1. In this world, everything is possible. Alhamdulillah, my guys. Listen, man. Yo, Kyrie's been out. This is a fantasy video. You guys probably talking, why am I talking about Kyrie? Because Kyrie's a part of a fantasy video. I'm telling you guys, man. Kanye and Kyrie thing, man, it made me step back and just like see things on a greater scheme, bro. And it's like when they're talking, all I can think about is the book of Daniel. If you guys go read the book of Daniel, and Daniel literally talks about this, the kingdoms of the world and how they try and destroy you, and how there's different kingdoms at different times, man. And it's like Kanye and Kyrie are literally like they may not know it, or Kyrie says he's an omnis, right? So he's not really a child of God, but like God uses everyone, man. And it's like I wish Kyrie was a Christian. And when I was thinking about Kyrie, I was thinking about the books of Acts when God made Saul blind because he was preaching against the word. You know what I'm trying to say? And because he was preaching against the word, God wanted to use him for the kingdom of God. And it's like I just pray God uses Kyrie for the kingdom of God and the kingdom of heaven because I love the way Kyrie speaks. I love how he's bold. I love it because it's like we need that in Christianity, man. Someone that's so strong, someone that's not gonna be diplomatic with the media, is not gonna be diplomatic with his convictions. That someone that's gonna be, you know what I mean, potent with it, and we need that, man. Because it's like you guys can think Kyrie and Kanye are crazy or say that I don't care. You don't have to care about their lives, right? But at the end of the day, like listen to the rhetoric, listen to what's being said, right? And then connect it to the Bible, and you'll see that like we're not battling against like flesh, we're battling against powers and principalities. And part of those powers and principalities are empires, and the Bible talks about the same empires, you know what I'm trying to say? And it's like Kyrie's either back from suspension or he's about to be back, you know what I'm trying to say? And it's like this is not gonna be the last. It's not gonna be the last time that they try to um cancel Kyrie. You know what I mean? They're gonna try and try again, and I really feel like God is with him. I really feel like God is with him, and I feel like he's being used, and he himself may not know it. But it's just like that's why I tell everyone like read the Bible, man, because it's like don't tell me you're good. Anyone that tells me that good and you ain't reading your Bible, you ain't praying, you're just lying to me. You're lying to me. Because it's like I know when I'm reading the Bible and I'm good and I can see the difference in my soul and my spirit, my mind and my consciousness. I can feel the difference, you know what I mean? So if you're telling me you're good and you haven't read the Bible in like a month, you're just lying to me, and I'm gonna feel that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna feel that. So it's like as especially as men, man, the world don't want us reading the Bible. He doesn't. The world don't want us to have that knowledge. Because you read the Bible, you get to understand who you truly are, and the world don't want that. You know what I'm trying to say? Like the world don't want that. The world don't want us to be men. The world don't want us to know our Father in heaven. They don't want us to know it. Why do you think that as soon as they mentioned who the real Hebrews are, who the real Jewish people? Oh, what the flip? See what I mean? This laptop is whack. Let me exit. No, I should have waited. Damn. This laptop is whack. But yeah, the world don't want us to know who we really are, man. They don't want us to know. The only way you can know who you really are is by reading the Bible. Literally, by reading the Bible. And this, I'm after this year, 2023, I'm getting rid of every Apple product. I might get an Apple phone, right? But in terms of laptops, I truly believe that Apple is not good. And you can't convince me that it is good. Like no one actually can convince me anymore because it's like I've seen a Windows I've seen David's Windows laptop that cost about almost half price as the new MacBooks, and it's like it looks so much better, like so much better, and the performance on it is great. So it's like you can't convince me anymore about this Apple propaganda. It's the honest truth. Like we've literally been lied to, man. Like the deeper I just sit in solitude and just breathe in, breathe out, and just talk to my father, it's like the more I'm just like, yo, we've been lied to. Like even some of these churches are preaching like they're not preaching the right thing, man, and they lying to us, man. And why is this thing taking forever? But they lying to us, man. And it's just like as a man, it's your job to seek that knowledge. You know what I'm trying to say. But yo, I played Larry last week, and even though it was 7-2, this was a good matchup. It was a good matchup because the double doubles I pulled away on the weekend. The blocks I wasn't gonna win, so I didn't really care about. The field goal percentage I started off down. Rebounds, he beat me. Honestly, I feel like if LeBron James, because he traded for LeBron James, I feel like if LeBron James played, it would have been tighter. It would have been tighter. For like he could have beat me in the threes and stuff. But it's like, okay, he's LeBron didn't play, my LaMelo didn't play. You know what I'm trying to say? Or he played what, 71 minutes? And it's like if I had I'm excited to see LaMelo in LaMelo play for a full week for my team. Royce O'Neal's I don't even know. Like this guy, I like this guy. He's really good. I picked up this guy as a mercenary. Yo, Kevin Looney did the job, man. He did the job for me. He came through. He did the job. You know what I'm trying to say? Trey Young, I trade a gang. This guy is untouchable. Stop sending me trade offers for Trey Young. He's not actually going anywhere. And it's like I keep trying to tell people he's not going anywhere. It's like y'all keep trying to send me trade offers. Um, Big Ben, I like Ben. Big Ben. Ben is this. Ben is that. Big Ben is also untouchable. Y'all don't know what you guys are about to see. This right here, he's just impeccable. Kyle Lowry, he's becoming untouchable too. You know what I mean? Like these point guards are doing their thing for me. Justice Winslow, I'm actually about to drop him. Thaddeus Young, he did his thing. You know what I'm trying to say? And um, I'm excited to see what Ben's gonna do this week. You know what I mean? Last week, towards last two games, he showed up. He grabbed 13 rebounds in one game, and then he had like 20 points in the other game. And it's like he's finally getting there. You know what I mean? And I think playing that center role might be his thing. I actually think he just needs to work on his post game. If he works on his post game, I think he'll be fine. And then when he has the ball, just drive into the lane. If you go to the free throw line, what go 60%. Who cares? Go 60%. You know what I mean? Larry's team, man. He made a trade. I'm gonna talk about the trade. Scotty Barnes is a stud. He's a stud. He's a stud. Larry's team. I want to see it with LeBron James back. I want to see it with LeBron James back. I don't know how he had such high 3 pointers. I don't know if it's real or fake numbers, but I don't know how he had the high 3 point numbers. I think with LeBron James, he will score more points. The double doubles, LeBron James don't really get much double doubles. The assists won't really change. Oh yeah, CP3 is out too. So LeBron and CP3. So Larry's team is gonna be good, man. I think Larry's team is gonna be good. I don't support the trade, but I think his team will be good. I'll analyze it further down the line more. Um, this right here, um, Malik versus Chris, right? I just think, I just think it was a slaughter. Like it was a slaughter. I don't care who was injured for Malik. Everyone has injuries. Like I had Lamelo Ball out. He hasn't even played a full week. You know what I mean? Everyone has some sort of injury. Like that's what fantasy is. Like being able to micromanage. When someone gets injured, picking up the guy that's gonna replace him. You know what I mean? Being quick. So it's like this was my problem with the trade. It's like ever since you started the year off, I think 1-0. Ever since you made a trade, you're 1-4, bro. So it's like it's either you won the trade or you lost the trade. Like only time will tell. But right now, what time is telling, even with your 5 acquisitions, is that you lost the trade. You know what I mean? And the problem is like John Moran, I've told you, like, he doesn't play basketball. Like, he don't play basketball, bro, and he shoots crap, right? He doesn't play. He's always injured. The only time he's not gonna be injured is the latter half of the season. You know what I mean? And it's like you don't really have that big guy. Like the difference between this matchup is that Chris has a guy like Embiid. Chris has guys that Tyrese Halliburton that can have a big game and just win him the matchup. So it's like even if you're beating Chris, right? Because he has these guys, it's like he's rest assured that he just needs Embiid to pop off and he's good. And Embiid will pop off one out of the three. He only played 2 games this week. He will pop off and get it done. You know what I'm trying to say? But Malik don't have that. And because he doesn't have that, his team is not going to beat a lot of teams because he doesn't have that one guy that can go out and get him on 35, 15, and 9. You know what I mean? You don't have that. You don't have that. Siakam does not do that. Siakam scores in the high 20s, and Siakam's not gonna like he's. You can't compare Siakam to Doncic. You can't compare Siakam to Jokic. You can't compare him to Embiid. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's where Malik's team struggles is that you don't have that guy. Like Jaren Jackson came back, got you 8 blocks, but you still lost the block category. You know what I mean? And this is what I'm talking about. It's like the team is not complete, bruv. And it's just not complete. And it's like when you're ready, like you know you're gonna lose the field goal category, but you're not producing enough points to win the points, and you're not producing enough 3 pointers to win this. Yeah, you're really good at rebounding, but you're not really good at assist. You know what I mean? So it's like you can look at other and a thing about fantasy is that's misleading is this. I can play Chris, right? And beat Chris, right? And then Chris loses and Chris would be like, "Oh, if I played against Charlie, I would have beat him." But it's not like that because when Charlie's playing against Glory, oh shit. When excuse my French, when Charlie's playing against Glory, Charlie's picking up players to beat Glory. He's not picking up players to beat Chris. You know what I mean? So the numbers, right? It's like they're accurate, but it's like they're accurate to what you're playing against that week, and that's what I really realize is that yeah, we can analyze our stats. Like there's some stats you can be like, yes, this person's really really good at, but there's some things where it's like you're picking up certain categories for a particular matchup. You know what I mean? So it's like when you're comparing, it's like okay, that's why like when Malik plays against whoever he's playing against this week and he loses, and then he looks at the other weeks and he's like, oh, but I beat him. It's because people are picking up based on who they're playing against, not based on what their team is. Charlie's team is scaring me, and not in the right way, because I'm looking at the numbers and last 2 weeks he's like a win is a win, right? But it's like if you're 5-0, it's like you would expect complete and utter dominance. Like 480 points is not a lot of points, man. Like that is not a lot of points. 9 double doubles is a lot. Like 35 3 pointers is not a lot. 113 assists is not a lot. 209 rebounds is 207. I mean, so it's like certain teams, from what I'm looking at, yeah. But that's just last week. Certain teams, man, I don't think Charlie can beat certain teams. And I don't think he can. And I'm not saying this to like da 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 da, but it's like what I'm seeing with the numbers. It's the numbers for me. It's the numbers because it's like he has one guy that shoots like D'Angelo's inconsistent, but it's like I don't know, man. I don't know. Like the numbers are not looking good for me, in my opinion. But I don't want to talk too much about that. Glory's team I think is really good. I just feel like it's about the acquisitions for Glory. I feel like he has a very very strong team. Like he has like compounding like Demar, Allen, Kyle, John, Ingram, Giddy, Wood. Clarkson, Mobley. Like you have all the guys. Now you just need to. It's either you compile these guys to get a great guy, or you keep them and you use your acquisitions, bro. That's the choices you have. You make you do a trade off and sell. You package some of your guys and you get a great star, or you use your acquisitions, Glory. Like this is a year, Glory, that I feel like you should actually do something. I actually believe it. You know what I mean? Cornelius versus Frankie. This was a tight one, man. It's a tight one. Cornelius' team is coming. Like I feel sorry because like Tyrese Maxey's out. He's got DeJounte Murray. I'm excited to see what DeJounte Murray can do this week. You know what I mean? I feel like he didn't. I think yesterday he didn't have the best game, but I'm excited to see Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, DeJounte Murray, and Jamal Murray ball out. And then when Tyrese Maxey, I feel like that's a deadly call. I feel like that's a deadly call. Then you got Mr. Consistent Andrew Wiggins right there behind him. You know what I mean? There was some trades that happened I'm gonna analyze, you know what I'm trying to say, but I feel like it's a deadly call, right? I do feel like it's a deadly call. We did discuss some things and I'm not gonna say it on here, you know what I'm trying to say. But Frankie's team is a solid team, man. I feel like if you lose to Frankie's team, you shouldn't actually put your head down. I feel like you should. It's Frankie's team is a team that you play against, and it's like Frankie's a gatekeeper because he doesn't have the best record, right? But he's James Harden is injured, and I feel like if you play against Frankie and you take him to Sunday, it means you have a strong team. It means you have a strong team, and it means that you are in playoff contention. You know what I mean? And I believe that Cornelius took him to Sunday. You know what I mean? He took him to Sunday. He lost by what? One double double, and literally, and then what? 2 7 rebounds. One double double and 7 rebounds. And that's what I say. So it's like Cornelius' team is not far off, and I feel like literally, like we discussed, and I know he's gonna do it. But yeah, Cornelius is a team. It's like Glory's. It's like Glory's team. I think Cornelius' team is better than Glory's team because he has the star power. He has Tatum. He has Murray. He has Jaylen Brown. He has Tyrese Maxey. You know what I mean? And then he has Mr. Consistent Wiggins. Whereas Glory's team, he has a lot of really, really good guys. Cornelius has the star players, and that's what makes his team scary, in my opinion. Like I believe in the middle section of the season, like starting December, January, people Cornelius is gonna go on a run, and people are gonna think, why is he going on a run? And it's because they're not paying attention. And it's like some people aren't paying attention. Frankie too is also gonna go on a run. When James Harden stays healthy, he's just gonna start beating people for fun. You know what I mean? And it's like the East, I feel like the standings are gonna literally do this. That's what I see. You know what I mean? Like one piece could stay, but one piece is gonna stay, but other pieces are gonna replace other pieces. This right here, man, I'm disappointed in Daniel O. I feel like he had this matchup. I don't know how he fumbled it, but he definitely had this matchup. Like definitely. Like he definitely had it, you know what I mean? I don't know how he fumbled it, like, but I believe he should have won, man. Like he should have won. And I love him as a manager, man. Having this much Nigerians inside one fantasy is hard. It's hard, and I love it because it's like I love the different nationalities because it's like you see different political theories and different different ways of thinking. You know what I mean? But Daniel O, I love it because it's like he has that mentality that like it's like even though like we're Nigerian, right? It's like you can tell that Nigerians the way they bring their children up is almost the same. It's almost like never settle. You have to be the best. You know what I mean? And he has the same mentality. And it's like you think that like when you look at someone, it's like oh he's not really Nigerian. Duh, 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 duh. But you get to know them and see different sides, and it's like yo this guy is he's proper. It's just that he's mellow with it. You know what I mean? And Daniel's mellow with it because this guy is a pure Nigerian man, bro. Because the trades he makes is very, very much calculated. You know what I mean? And Mariano, man, this guy's got my respect. He has my respect. I love what he's doing. I love what he's doing. He should still give me Westbrook. I feel like I say this every video, but I feel like I need Westbrook, and I feel like Scary Terry wants to be on my team, but he's locked up right now. But Kyle Anthony Towns, man, I feel like you should trade him, bro. What do you think? Like, what do you think? I feel like you should trade him, man. I feel like he's useless, but what do you think, man? I feel like you should try and get someone that actually like Kevin Durant actually likes, you know what I'm trying to say? Try and get someone like Kevin Durant likes, you know what I mean? But um this right here was matchup of the week, right here. Roman Empire versus the Wise. David versus King Azuri the Wise. Daniel Loki. Daniel went 3-2. He's 3-2. He gave David his first loss, and yeah, I love this matchup. I knew Daniel was gonna win. I just kept my mouth shut. That's what I said. I didn't wanna, I didn't wanna jinx it for him. But I just knew he was gonna win. David did have Jokic out, and Jokic he would have changed things. You know what I mean? So, and despite Jokic being out, it was still fairly tight. I think David's issue is this: when you play around too much, it's hard to turn it on and off. You know what I mean? And in the previous matchups, he was picking up random people, and it's like you're not taking your opponent seriously. So then what happens is that when you come against a mighty opponent, you don't know what you're playing up against because you're not taking it seriously. And Daniel's a mighty opponent, and I feel like you low key, he was too confident. I'll tell that. You can be confident. Like, I believe everyone should be confident in their own right. I just feel like he was too confident. Like, too confident. And yeah, there's some things about David's team that I have seen, and yeah, it's very interesting to me. But I like the things that I have seen. Daniel made a trade, and I want to talk about it. I want to actually talk about it right about now. But um, where do I find it? League home. But yeah, Daniel beating David, it just shows the West. It shows the West that in the West, anyone can beat anyone at any given week. Any given week, anyone can can beat anyone at every given week. You know what I'm trying to say? Like anyone can get it. And that's why I love the West. In the East, I feel like if I'm being honest, like I feel like Malik is tracking behind, and I feel like he knows it. And I'm not saying it to diss him, but I do feel like he knows it. And it's like my question to Malik is, what are you gonna do, bro? How are you gonna respond? What adjustments are you gonna make? You know what I mean? Like let's show me how great you are. You know what I mean? I'm gonna show you how great I am. You know what I'm trying to say? Let's see how great you are. But I'm trying to find the trade between Cornelius and Daniel O, because they had a trade, and I don't think a lot of people noticed it because everyone kept quiet. But to me, that's like a yeah. This is it. So this is the trade: Dejounte Murray and Andrew Wiggins for Buddy Hield and Jaden Ivey. So Dejounte Murray was a second round pick, and you traded him away for two fifth, sixth, 7 round picks, right? And Andrew Wiggins. Cornelius won this trade because he got the best player, and then he got Andrew Wiggins, who's very consistent and never misses a game. And it's like the trade wasn't bad for Daniel O, but fast forward it, right? Because there was multiple trades. There was also LeBron James for Sabonis, right? But there was also this trade. And with Daniel, I was just like, with Daniel Loki, I was kind of just like, bruh. I didn't really understand it because it's like, um, Cornelius gave Daniel O Buddy Hield, right? Jordan Poole he's not been playing that well, but Jakob Puerto is a G. You know what I mean? So Buddy Hield and Puerto, okay, I can see it, but you gave away the best player. You know what I mean? And it's like Daniel, you know this more. Daniel Loki, you know this more than anything. That when you're trading, having that star name, it's like you're a bully. You know what I mean? Like you're a bully, and it's like you've lost that star name to your team. So it's like for future trades, it's like unless you want to sell one of these guys high when they're having a good week, it's gonna be tough. You know what I mean? I see what you did. I can see what your team is do. I can see what you're doing with your team. I just hope it works because this is a big risk for you because I really love the LeBron James, Donovan Mitchell, and Paul George combination, right? But now you're changing it to Sabonis, Miles Turner, Donovan Mitchell, and Jakob Puerto. And I think Buddy Hield is your Mr. Consistent. You know what I mean? I can see where you're going with it, and I feel like it can work. It can work. I can see it. I can see it. It's just the right complementary pieces. With Daniel O, I believe his team gets tremendously better. Damian Lillard is injured, so you're not going to see how good his team is going to become. Paul George is nothing but he's just going to go up. You know what I mean? With the Sabonis, oh yeah, I forgot to mention Sabonis. So now Daniel Loki has Sabonis, Miles Turner, Jakob Piotr, and he probably has other people I'm not naming, right? So he's basic. It's like I don't like talking about other people's team and their vision, right? But let me just stop. It's just his team has become really nice. That's all I'm gonna say. Become really nice, but these are the current standings, man. These are the current standings. So if I'm gonna be real, man, I feel like Malik is gonna drop to 6 after this week, right? Um, Larry can win this week. I'm not too sure if he will. Um, I'm praying I can go 500. I'm praying I can. You know what I'm trying to say? I don't even know who's playing who, right? But this is it. I feel like this week Charlie gets his first L. Wait, let's see the matchups this week. That's I don't know. I'm at the standings. I don't even know what the matchups are. But okay, me versus Frankie. This is really hard. This matchup is very hard. I am winning, but it's still very early, and it's not even done. Like this is nowhere near being done. Like after today's games, Frankie's most likely gonna be beating me. You know what I'm trying to say? But if I can win this matchup, then and become 500, then I'll be happy. I'll be extremely happy with myself because it's like I started 0-3, and it's like I had to figure it out. You know what I'm trying to say? I had to figure it out, and then to break even for me after going 0-3, that's a massive accomplishment just for me personally. You know what I'm trying to say? And Frankie's team is no joke. Even though Harden is injured, my Lamelo's injured, so it's an eye for an eye. You know what I mean? And then Mariano versus Edmund Malik. Right now the West is traveling to the East, right? We're on our conquest. I'm gonna take Mariano all day. I'm taking Mariano all day. He's got Westbrook, he's got Kyle, he's got KD, he's got the bigger names, and I feel like he has the better overall team. Mariano beat me. I think he beat Daniel Loki. He drew to Daniel O. His only loss is literally to David, I believe. Literally. So I'm taking Mariano. I'm taking Mariano. Like he's gonna win the assist because of West. Like I feel like he's gonna do it. I feel like he's gonna do it. He's already won the field goal percentages and the free throws. He should win. Um, this should be tight. The double doubles will be tight. Westbrook needs to come and show up. The points. I feel like because of KD, Mariano, he just needs one big KD game and he wins the points. Like yeah, Roman Empire versus Vancouver Grizzlies. I looked at the schedule. David just needs to stay composed because the schedule doesn't look in his favor. But if you actually look at the schedule, it's in his favor. It's just that the beginning of the schedule is for Charlie. So I'm actually surprised that even though the beginning of the schedule is for Charlie, that Charlie's losing right now. And I feel like David's gonna win in rebounding and he's gonna win in assists. He's gonna win in double doubles. He should. Like I feel like David is going to dismantle Charlie. I don't think this is actually the battle of the giants. I feel like um there are giants in this fantasy, but we don't like. Some people know who they are. Some people don't know who they are. You know what I'm trying to say? But it's like I'm loving the energy. Um, Larry versus Cornelius. Cornelius takes this one, despite his injuries. He takes this because Larry don't have LeBron James and CP3, but despite that fact, he's his team is weird right now, man. And it's like I want. This is the thing. Larry thinks. Look, listen. This is the thing. Yeah, Larry thinks I'm trying to con him. I'm not trying to con you. Like I can literally like if we trade, every person I've traded with, like I traded with Glory, his team got better, my team got better. I traded with Malik, my team got better. I traded with Charlie, he got what he wanted, I got what I wanted. Every trade I've made is literally has made sense. Made sense. And I just feel like Larry's team has the potential to be really, really good. Like he has the right pieces. He just needs to use the right glue. That's literally it. This is right here the Democratic versus the Republic of Congo, right? So we got the Democratic versus the Republic of Congo right here. we got we got East Germany versus West Germany right here, bro. We got the Loki derby, bro. And I believe in fantasy history, this is going to be the very first. Like all the other Loki derbies, yes, they were derbies, but this is the first time where both of them have really good teams. Like Glory has a really good team, Daniel has a really good team. So I just want to say welcome to the very first East versus West Germany low key derby, bro. Like this is going to Sunday. You know what I mean? This is going to Sunday. I don't know who's gonna win. I don't know who's gonna win. And it's like all I want to know is this: is Glory Daniel's kryptonite? Like is Glory the person that makes Daniel not do these acquisitions that wins him matchups. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I want to see because everyone thinks Daniel should win comfortably, but I don't think it's gonna be that easy. Like, he's already doubled him inside rebounds, almost doubled him in assists. The steals that this margin is hard to come back from. Blocks are close, and the points. You know what I mean? Free. So it's gonna go Sunday. And then True North versus London is Red. Niger versus Niger. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to take Chris because Damian Lillard is injured. He's injured, and right now Chris's team is great, and Embiid is injured too. That's what I say. So I'm gonna head over to the stats, man. And these stats, yeah, I don't know who this is, yeah, but it's like this. Is what I'm trying to say, like, Mane's team is good. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Jesus, I don't even know who this is, but this team is good. But Mane's team is good. It's just like, how do I explain it? You don't have the star player. Cause it's like if I'm looking at the stats, it's like he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you need 5 categories to win a match to win a weekly matchup. So it's like, why is he 1-4? Like, it's actually a good question why he's 1-4 because it's like his team's actually good, and then but it's like then there's like look at that, look at this though. So it's like your team is good, but it's like you played against Daniel. Like he beats you in points. You beat him in double doubles. You beat him inside blocks. He beats you in steals. He beats you in assists. You beat him in rebounds, and he beat you in 3 pointers. But then by default, he beats you in these two, so he beats you. And that's what I said about Malik's team from the beginning. You give up like minimum two. I said four, but minimum 2 categories you give up from the beginning. And all you have to do is trade Ja Morant, and you may not give up your field goal percentage. You know what I'm trying to say? David's team too. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everyone can say he's manipulating the numbers, but like you can't manipulate the numbers that much. I'm gonna tell you that you can't manipulate it that much because it's like even add 10 to his rebounds. Yeah, you add 10, you add 20. He's still not beating the top guys. So it's like you get me. I wish I knew which one was Larry's team, but I don't know which one is Larry's team. You know what I mean? Um, I don't know who SE is. I don't. I need to figure out these abbreviations, right? But in my head, it's like Pokey. It's like if he just had acquisitions, his team would do a lot better in this in all of this. You know what I mean? And I just feel like for me, the way I see fantasy is how I see men. It's like, show me who you are as a man, and I'll show you who I am as a man. You know what I'm trying to say? Show me how you take care of your home, and I'll show you how I take care of my home. You get me? Player of the week is Stephen Curry. You know what I'm trying to say? We had a quiet week. This was a quiet week. We still talking about the board members and what we're gonna do for Curry and the week he had. You know what I'm trying to say? I believe that greater is to come, and this is not the end, but this is the beginning. You know what I mean? So with Curry, it's like 22 threes. Like, that is crazy. Daniel's gaffer of the week because he beat Luka and Jokic, and it's like, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm not mad at the trade because I want to beat Luka and Jokic too. I wanna beat that. You know what I'm trying to say? I wanna beat that. Um, Here's the power rankings. I agree with this because Mariano drew to True North, right? I don't know why Chris keeps elevating me up. I don't know what this is how I say it. Chris keeps talking about my team. I told her to stop. Now in the power rankings, he's got me in the middle. I'm not even at 500 record yet, but he's still got me in the. This is what I'm trying to say. Like, you see media outlets, yeah, they will just push you to believe what they want you to believe. My team is not 500, but yeah, I'm ranked in the middle. I should literally be like here. I should literally be here, and me and Cornelius should be 6 and 7. You know what I mean? But you know, me and Daniel are 5 and 6. If you know, you know. You know what I'm trying to say. But this right here, man. I truly believe that how do I say this? I believe that I don't see where the sun. I don't see. I feel like the sky is falling, man. I feel like the sky is falling. I feel like if you go 1 and 5, I don't see how you come back from 1 and 5. I don't see how you come back from 1 and 5. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna stop leaving my. I'm gonna put my email inside the chat and to receive the e-transfer from these two because I don't know how you come up from 1 and 5. I really don't. And it's just for me. It's like I just feel like if they just traded with each other, I just feel like there's this for Larry it's easier than it is for Malik. For Malik it's harder than it is Larry. And I just feel like Larry's team is so good, and I don't know if he sees it. I don't know, and you can't make someone else see what they have. It's either you have what you have and you appreciate it, but no one else can help you to appreciate the value of what you have inside your hands. But yo, that's it for today's video, man. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys have a blessed week. It's King Colin Walker. You know how we do, baby.